This is my Reed's Gingerale box book, and I actually have several of these boxes in my stash, so I plan on making a second version, or possibly 3 versions of this type of book. The second one I plan on giving more scrapbook paper pages and pretty tropical themes and whatnot, but this one I just made it purely out of basic cardstock and a lot of recycled materials. So here's the side, here's the back. I just used the sides and back of the Gingerale box, and then I gave it a closure of 2 teal ribbons. They're kind of like rough feeling. They have these little edges, or texture on them. So it just opens up and it's attached inside. And here's a fun thing. I used the box handle part to make a tab or a close spot, and this flips out. So I used part of the box on the other side to make a flip out, backed with some black paper for writing or anything like that. And then this just goes down, and that sits there. And I also decorated a lot with security envelope. It's blue. Added a sardine box here that I used a little bit of green plastic bag to cover up some roughness, and then this flips up like that, and I have tags included that both come out, and they just slip in there, and punch the holes, and I ink them with red on the edges. And then you can see there is a page pocket here that I can pull these 2 things out of, which is also part of one of the boxes, and those just slip in there. And within each page, I made each page out of black cardstock, and within each one I just added a mat, basic mat. Place to add something. So it's kind of hard finding the spot again once you take it out, though. I always have to kind of search for it. But that's one of the mats. I also forgot to mention that within the flip out part, I fed it through the holes here, through part of the box serrated edge to make the tie. You can kind of see it, but anyway, yeah, all the pages are made of black cardstock, and I built upon them. So this is a security envelope that flips out, and then the top part of that sardine box glues to here. And within my security envelope there is a card using some scraps, and I just put back in here. Okay. And then I put a plastic bag here that I haven't added anything to yet, and I made a pocket out of some security envelope and inked the edges. And I made some scrap tags to slip in here, and I even used some leftover white cardboard to make a tag. And again, there is a flip out from the leftovers that does that. And I didn't really decorate any of these. I just made them, added them. And then there's this side, which I made a pocket by using some green plastic bag sewn to cardstock. I stamped it with Stays On ink and gave it some leaves, wanted it to look jungly, and I added some scrap tags made of cardboard bits from boxes, and I decorated them where I could, and then I stamped this one for interest. And then there is this envelope page here, which I can pull 2 tags out of. Both of them are made from scraps and can become something. And then on the other side, there's a tiny little flip here, and it attaches to that. And then there's this little card that I made with some leftover black cardstock and some security envelope strips. And then I have this pocket page here, which I added some items to. I sort of just made like a add-in, a tag thing with the back, and then I made this little tiny collage using scraps from my very small scrap bag. Just wanted to kind of emphasize the whole tropical theme in this book. And then I just added a scrap of, big scrap of paper folded up with really wide stripes for notes and whatnot. And that just tucks in here along with, yes, this little collage here of 2 people in a boat, also made from scraps and stamping and stuff like that. The envelopes tend to be slightly tight, but with a little weaseling, they go in okay. And then the window just shows what's in it. On the back here, in the other window, you can see the collage sticking out. I thought that was funny. So, here's another one of those same kinds of pull-outs, and then there's this accenting with regular security envelope, and then there's this side with a flip-up window and more gluing, just kind of a place for a collage or something. And I made this page with one of my favorite Oyster brand boxes. I added this thing as a sticker for later and wherever else. I made this tag here using the tabs of the book, along with the back of the box as a writing spot. And then there is the larger tag with a tab. And they all just slip in there. Kind of just wanted to go on a tropical fun theme and use nothing but recycled materials to do it. And there's just a blank black page here. There's still a pocket. And then there's this security envelope flipped out here with inked edges and a plain card added to this pocket. And within this envelope, flipped on this side, there is a window. And I made some tags to go in that. I made this one, which I stamped with a flower, using Stays-On ink because it's shiny. I used this scrap piece of paper as part of the thing, and I made this odd tag that opens up like that, and it's kind of made to look like a cell phone. This is also made of scraps, so everything is made of scraps. And it just goes in there, and the same thing at the front, only in the back there is a flip out point like that, and you can see where I fed the ribbon through to the other side. So that's how that works. I like this, the way this works, but you do have to be kind of careful with lifting up the tab here so that it closes. And that's all there is to it. nice, simple book made of a ginger ale box. And I hope to make another one with more scrapbook paper sometime, and I'll probably show that when I do.